Hello, my name is Felicia Hunt, and today I'm going to inform you about who William H. Pitsenbarger is and what he did in the military. Today I'm going to talk to you about the background of William Pitsenbarger and where he was born. Also, I'll talk to you about what he did in the military and the importance of it, and then after he was in the military, how we still pay respect to him today. Airman First Class William Hart Pitsenbarger was awarded the Medal of Honor, and he was also awarded the Air Force Cross for his heroic acts in 1966. Now that we've discussed a little bit about what I'll be talking to you about today, I'm going to start by talking about his history. He was born in Ohio in 1944, where he was the only child in his family. He goes by the nickname of Bill when he was a kid, and all through his life he always wanted to join the Army, and he wanted to be a Green Beret. But in high school, it was time for him to enlist into the Army. His parents said, no, you will not become an Army soldier, and you're not going to be a Green Beret. If you want to join, you have to join the Air Force. So he chose to join the Air Force, and he joined the Air Force in 1962. Now that you know a little bit about his history, I'm going to talk to you about his military career. William Pitsenbarger, he joined, as I said, the Air Force in 1962. He went straight to basic training. Upon basic training, he went to the U.S. Army Pararescue Parachute School, where he learned how to jump out of the planes and do all that stuff like that. Then he went on to his Rescue and Survival School, and then from there he went on to with the Navy to the Scuba School. He is what we call today a PJ, but back then they just called it a pararescueman. After graduating all his tech schools, he went in to become with Detachment 638 in the Rescue Recovery Squadron, which was, at the time, they were in the Vietnam conflict. And on April 11, 1966, he went out into Cam Mai, the area of Vietnam. It's by like Sojai, I'm not sure if I'm saying the name correct. And their mission was to fly in and pick up 20 U.S. Army forces that were stuck there, that were held captive, and they were just being bombarded with the enemy attacking them, and there was some injury rooms. So he was going down, the helicopter was flying in, he was flying on the HH-60, which I have a picture of him standing in front of here. It's flying on the it's the HH-43F helicopter, and their mission was to fly in, and then he was going to rappel down and send the wounded up. And he kept doing that, and then the aircraft got fired upon and was hit, and the pilot's like, all right, we got to get out of here, we got to go back. So when the aircraft was hit, he's like, all right, I'm going to send the rope down one more time, you're going to get in, we're going to get out of here. So he sent the rope down, and Pitts, that's what they called him in the Air Force, Pitts by his nickname, he sent up another victim. And then from that, he's like, all right, now for real, Pitts, get on, we're going, we're leaving, we're getting out of here. He just sent up another injured. He just kept sending up injured, and then the pilot's like, Pitts, get in the plane. And he's like, I'm not going, like, I'm staying here. So they ended up leaving, and then he came back, and they said they would come back from the following morning when they had better visuality and the aircraft was safe. Well, so he stayed there over the night, and he was making sure, tending to all the wounded, trying to keep them alive, also picking up ammo from the dead and passing them off to the other soldiers so they could still keep the front and their area protected before the enemy came into them. Upon arriving, his unit arriving in the morning, 15 of those Army soldiers survived, but Pitsenbarger did not survive because halfway through the night he picked up a gun himself and became a combatant and was shooting fire, and he was killed by a sniper. Now that you know a little bit about his background and what he did in the military, I want to talk to you about how we pay respect to him today. He was the first enlisted man to receive the Medal of Honor and the Air Force Cross after being deceased, which is, as we all know, as military men and women, that's the highest medal you can ever get. It's awarded to you from the President, and it was given to his family. We also named several facilities in the Air Force after him as well. We named the dining facility at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, the PME Center at Beale Air Force Base, the ALS Center at Spangdahlem Air Force Base, as well as Shepherd has a fitness center named after William Pitsenbarger. Air Force Association also gives out a yearly scholarship to CCF graduates, which is the Community College of the Air Force. Once you complete that degree, you can apply and get a $500 scholarship for that. And these are just one of the many ways we still keep his name known and keep his memory alive. So today I just wanted to talk to you about everything that we've discussed. I discussed to you who William Pitsenbarger is. Then I told you a little bit about his military career. And then I closed by telling you how we keep his memory alive. Thank you all for listening to my speech, and that's all I have. How many minutes was that?
5 something.
5:37.
I'm good.
Stop it.
Yeah, you stop.